Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to go my review of Royal Rumble 1995. Starting off the evening, go to our first match of the night. It is Jeff Jarrett versus Razor Ramon for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. I thought this was an okay opening matchup for Royal Rumble 95. Back and forth matchup between Jarrett and Ramon, with Ramon keeping the pace of the match. Ramon hits a fallaway slam on Jarrett. Jarrett gets up, hits a drop kick on Ramon. Rude then attacks Ramon ringside, and your winner of the match due to count out was Jeff Jarrett. After the match, Jarrett grabs a microphone and says the match is not over. Ramon gets back into the ring. Jarrett quickly applies a figure four leg lock on Razor, but Razor breaks the hold. Jarrett then ultimately hits a roll up on Razor Ramon, pins him for the 3, and your winner of the match, and at that time new WWE Intercontinental Champion, is Jeff Jarrett. Hats off to Jeff Jarrett for getting the win in this matchup. Moving on from that, we go into our next match of the night as well. It is IRS versus The Undertaker. I thought this was a good match. Back and forth matchup between IRS and Undertaker, with Taker keeping the pace of the match. Taker hits an old school on IRS. Druids are here. Druids end up attacking Undertaker ringside. King Kong Bundy is here as well. IRS attacks Paul Bearer. Bundy then attacks Undertaker. And your winner of the match by disqualification is The Undertaker. Hats off to The Undertaker for getting the win in this matchup. Moving on from that, we go into our next match of the night as well. It's for the WWE Championship. It is Diesel versus Bret Hart. Number one, I thought this was a great match. Back and forth matchup between Diesel and Hart, with Diesel keeping the pace of the match. Diesel and Hart both exchange in the middle of the ring. Hart applies a figure four leg lock on Diesel, but Diesel breaks the hold. Diesel then hits a sidewalk slam on Hart for a near fall. Diesel then hits a jackknife powerbomb on Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels is here. Shawn attacks Diesel. Hart then capitalizes on that, applies a figure four leg lock on Diesel, but Owen ends up showing up. Owen then throws Bret into the exposed turnbuckle. Shawn, Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett, and Bob Backlund and the Roadie are here. Shawn, Owen, Jarrett, Backlund, and Roadie both attack Diesel and Bret Hart. And this match ultimately ends in a draw. Moving on from that, we go into our next match of the night as well. It is Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow versus 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly for the vacant tag team championships. I thought this was a good matchup. Back and forth matchup between both teams, with Tatanka and Bigelow keeping the pace of the match. 1-2-3 Kid hits a spin kick. Bigelow then goes for a moonsault, but Tatanka hits the ropes. 1-2-3 capitalizes on this, goes for the cover, pins for the 3, and your winners of the match and new WWE Tag Team Champions are the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly. Hats off to 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly for getting the win in this matchup. Moving on from that, we go into our main event of the Royal Rumble 1995. It's the Royal Rumble matchup. The match itself is a really good matchup. Shawn Michaels was entrant number 1. British Bulldog was entrant number 2. Shawn and the British Bulldog were actually the last 2 competitors in this match, but Shawn Michaels ultimately gets the win. Couple of things I'm going to say about Royal Rumble 1995 before I get out of here, man. Number one, this was a decent Royal Rumble. It wasn't the best Royal Rumble I ever seen, but it damn sure was not the worst. If I had to give Rumble 95 a solid rating from 1 out of 10, I'm probably going to give it a solid 4.5, maybe 5 at best, man. Like I said, wasn't the best Royal Rumble, but it damn sure was not the worst. But this is my review of Royal Rumble 1995. I hope you guys are out there staying safe, be careful, and remember, stay classic. Peace.